Hello everybody, hello and welcome really to my home, seller's home. I just hope you can enjoy this short trip through my house because we started this 3 years ago. We took the empty house and revamped all the building construction to make everything work for us. So we've kind of really renewed the inside, electrical wires and plumbing wires, and changed doors and floors and ceilings and lighting and everything. And we've ended up with this blank canvas, so we did 3 years ago. And this was the first room we started with. We had the builders redo the floor, the existing floor. We turned up the carpet and found out a wood block floor was here, so they redid that for us. Coffee table, bookcase, wall shelf, TV stand, all of these different pieces. We've got a couple of tables, end tables, side tables, whatever you want to call them. We've got round ones and we've got square ones. But we did this room we started it 3 years ago, and it took about a year to get it together. So here we are. This is the dining living area. We actually spend quite a lot of family time in here. We just had 2023 Thanksgiving in here. So this was all decorated for Thanksgiving about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And now here we are with the pieces that we made for here. So you may not have seen this as a walking tour. So the first piece I made was the dining table, and this is an oak dining table, 6'6" by 3.5 feet, which is great because I can actually get 3 people on each side and 2 on the ends. And if you've got kiddies, you can stick those on the corner. So you could end up with 10 people around this table. I designed the chairs from front to back, top to bottom, quite tricky, but not complicated. They look a little complicated, but I love the design, and everybody says they're comfortable to sit on for a meal. They're fairly lightweight and not complicated to make at all. These 3 pieces, the 2 side cabinets and the drinks cabinet, all kind of came together in the same period. So here we've got a nice oak drinks cabinet. We went with dovetails on the corners. We dovetailed the drawers naturally, mortise and tenon frames for the doors. This is really a very practical cupboard. You could use it for just about anything. I love this piece. I think it came together very nicely. I had some mesquite that I had cut down the trees for and I had the mesquite, and I had it brought over here a few years ago after having it for about 20 years. So I made the frames out of mesquite, and I used sycamore for the main body of the cabinet and the carcass as we call it. What else have we done in here? We've done these oval tables. We did those. They came out really nicely too. They're just big enough for where I want them. This is a place where we sit in the evening, look out over the garden, the grandchildren come over, whoever. This is a family room now. I love the way it is. It still sounds a little bit hollow, but that's because we still have other things to do, decorating things, maybe a couple of more rugs, things like that will soften it. But we get to that after we've got the main articles in here. We've got the table, the dining table, sideboards and all of that. Now we can customize it to life. So this was our next room. This was the bedroom. We started with the bed, and that was quite complicated. I wanted this style of bed. I wanted something that was rock solid. So we got mortise and tenons throughout everything. We got the slats. We got a slight rake to the back, which is great if you're like me and you sit up in bed reading. I love to read in bed, so that's really a great concept. A lot of different features to it. The slight rise, the end grain plugs, they're all small things, but they're small details and they're customized to what I want. We've got drawers, of course, we've got dovetail drawers, and then we've got cabinet underneath, just pretty typical for a bedside cabinet. So I made 2 of those, and they're quite time consuming, but you notice the slats that are used as the filler, the handles are my designs. Things like that really make this an individual customized piece to my design. So that was that part. Then we came to the wardrobe. After the bed, this bedside cabinet was almost ready. Then we needed a wardrobe. And I made this as a flat pack, basically. So it's got panels. It's got the top panel, bottom panel, shelf panel, and then it's got the end panels. And you've got a lot of different features to this. But basically, you can dismantle this. I thought people might want to move house, things like that. Yeah, it's very nice. So we've got the bed, the bedside cabinet, we've got the wardrobe, what's missing, a dressing table. Not really. What we needed was a chest of drawers that would work as a dressing table. So I came up with this one. Again, if you'll notice on the drawers, I've been using these applique fronts so I can get through dovetails, common dovetails on the main drawer, and then do the applique front. And that simplifies a lot of things in some ways. And I think I like the clean lines that this brought to these pieces. Then you've got the mirror stand. These small dovetails, everywhere you go, you're going to find these dovetails. Imagine your grandchildren coming into this bedroom and staying with you one night or one weekend or whatever, and they go through this whole room and they say, look what my granddad did, or my dad, or my mum, or my grandmother, or whoever else, auntie, uncle. So this room was complete. This was a very nice period of about a year for me to do this, pulling each piece together, working through the prototyping for everything, and coming up at the end of a year and saying, look what we did. It's been very nice, really nice. So, welcome to my office. This was the bathroom. This was the bathroom was at the front of the house, the box room at the back. We decided to switch it because we could get a better sized and shape to the bathroom, and we just needed a small space for an office. So this is more the day-to-day household bills, but I want to make it a nice place to sit, and I think we got that. This is a couple of pieces, and they're incomplete. I still want to make some other piece. I definitely want a chair at least so that it complements the furniture pieces. So I'm going to be looking at that soon. But these 2 pieces, I really love the way the slight curve to the front. It could have been just flat straight across, but it's somehow, when I'm coming in, I'm going up this flight of stairs, it's completely out of the way. And even with a chair, it will still leave me maximized space to go around the corners and things like that. So I've made this simple. It's just a flat top. It's got 2 frames at the back and 2 frames at the side, screwed together, glued together, and then some shelves. It's very practical, and that's what I wanted, something simple and practical. And you could dismantle this piece. That's what I did as well. I wanted it dismantleable. And here I've got a filing cabinet, a couple of drawers for putting pads and things in, and then at the bottom you've got your files, and then you've got your printer on the top. So it just really complements this space, and it made this corner really functional. And that's what I wanted. I wanted it to be something that looked nice. The wood is really distinctive. This spalted beech really came together for me in this compact way. Somehow the spalted beech married everything else in this space, in the design and everything. So I was really happy with the way this one came together. Very happy with the way this turned out. I'm really, really chuffed about it. So here we are. We're not finished. We're really not finished yet at all. We've still got quite a way to go. I would say we still have a third of a way to go. We've 2/3 of the way through. We've gone through different rooms, the landing, we've got the bedroom done, we've got another bedroom to do, things like that. And there's so many complementary pieces that I want to do to make that will go in each of these spaces when we get the bulk of the main body of furniture work done. Then maybe I can look at other pieces. But the most important thing is that you join me on the journey, because I didn't do this just so I could have nice pieces of furniture. I already probably explained that, but I wanted to do it so that you could see the methodology with all those prototypes, those cardboard boxes, carrying them in as space holders when I put them by the bed to make sure it wasn't too big and too small. All those different features, drawing, making sure you do some sketches, making sure you bring your family on the journey with you or your friends and you discuss it with your friends. And all of these elements, that's what brings this together for me. But my inspiration is you. My inspiration is seeing you making these pieces, you going out into your garages, your basements, your sheds, and starting to make, even if it's just the first coffee table or the bedside table or whatever it is, join me on the journey and make sure you stay with us, because every time we teach something, there's always something different to learn from it. So love you all, and I hope you will stay with us, go with us all the way through to the end, because we're getting close now. We're not far off.